video from tonight's class, Fundamentals of Hoop Dance, Series 4. We just have one class left, and I'm so sad because I've loved hooping with you guys. It's been fun. So we started off our class practicing with body rolls. So actually we started with tosses. So our toss was a J toss, so the hoop's in a rising current, rising as it's in front of you. You're gonna make a J with your hand. So you're gonna swoop your hand down and then up, and then you're gonna bring your hand back in and kind of bounce with the momentum of the hoop to catch it. So same thing with that whole concept. You can do it under your leg. Just try to bring your leg across your body so that your hand can still go straight up. And then we worked on our back rolls, so please excuse my shirt once again. We're gonna bend forward, slightly bend the knees, bring the arms out to the sides, and then you wanna have your piece grip around your hoop. So you can either, if you're starting, you can bring the hoop all the way to your lower back, or you can start here and just use a flick of the wrist to launch your hoop. And then for the catch, I like to put my arm inside so I catch in this momentum position. Then we worked on our chest roll, so starting with the hoop in your hand, your finger on top of the hoop, rainbow and open, lift your chest, engage your core, slightly bring your head back and look at the hoop as you launch it just twirl it a few times to make sure it's going in a good line, it's not towards your face. So the line I want my hoop to trace is like right here on my arm. So it's like the lowest part of my arm. That way it avoids my face as I bring it across. And then if you can catch it like that, you can work on the infinity chest roll. Beautiful stuff. Then we talked about our flowers. So for this flower, we start with the hoop in a falling current in front of the body, and your arm is going to hit the 4 diamond points. And the faster you can move, the more control you're going to have. And you just have to basically keep your hand pointing out so the hoop stays on it. Now with the same falling current motion, if I went the opposite direction, instead of crossing my body, that's going to lead you into an extension. Okay, so falling current, flower, falling current, extension. And if you turned your hoop the other way, it would just be opposite. So now that my hoop's in a rising current, if I wanted to start my anti-spin flower, instead of crossing my body to this side first, I'll go this direction. Out, up, cross, down, out, up, cross, down. And then for an extension, I'll cross my body. So cross and out, cross and out. So you can practice with those, kind of switching back and forth between the two as much as you want. And then we went into some knee isolations. So we took the hoop in front of us and we did our folding isolation. So with the hand starting at the top, bring it to a quarter isolation, fold, quarter isolate to the bottom, fold, quarter isolate, fold to the side, quarter isolate, fold to the bottom. You can play around with that. There's a lot of different combinations you can do. Then we did our isolations where we cut the hoop into quarters and halves. So hand at the top, isolate towards the pinky, reach inward, isolate towards the other pinky, reach, pinky, reach, pinky. I like to go down as I do this isolation because it adds a really pretty effect that makes me smile. And then we also did it just in half time. So for the half time, start here. Nice lines. And you can also cross your hands, uncross and open, uncross and open, flip, flip. All fun and games. And then bring the hoop down. By folding it down, bring your hands together. Now we're in this weave position. So for the weave, one arm bends and the other straightens. Both elbows bend when it's behind you. Now straighten the other arm. One arm straightens, both arms bend, straighten the other arm. And here we are. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the next thing that we went over were just our breaks. So I'm going to do it on this plane now, feet wide. knees slightly bent, starting on one side, and then you're gonna toss the hoop across and you're gonna follow it with your body and catch it against your lower back, or your middle back is what's gonna give you the most control. So I kind of carry myself with the hoop until it touches my back, and that's when I really send it back. So, and we did it on this plane, which is really not gonna work with what I'm wearing, but so with one hand, both shoulders are in the hoop and hands reach over it that way. Throw it at your body and kind of lean towards the hoop as you stop it with your other arm. And for the stop, what really is gonna give you control once again is carrying your arm with the momentum. So this is my catching arm, say I was catching it here. Carry it with the momentum until it hits your back, and that's your stopping point, because if it's just braced in your hand, it's gonna be really tough to keep the plane, but if your back is also supporting it, it's gonna be easier to keep your plane. See, here's the difference. These are in the air and they're flying all around. These are landing on my back and they're all really clean every time. So, hot tip, and I'm gonna let you guys know to fast forward to that so that you can practice it. And I'll see you next week, bye.